Today we're looking at iYield. Now, iYield is kind of like DeFi. It's kind of like Octave. What it is a portfolio tracker, but also like a portfolio management or like wealth management tool, because it allows you to add income, add expenses, sort of manage and track your bills and what they're going to look like if you have them all year long, as well as income coming from DeFi, as well as your real life. So let's dive in and get a handle for what's going on here. So I have imported a portfolio that isn't mine, just sort of for fun. If you really are deep in the trenches of DeFi, you might recognize this one. But here we have a position or a portfolio that has a bunch of different positions. And the cool thing about this is that if you go to incomes, you can see how much income annualized is being generated off of this $3.8 million portfolio. So it's, generating about $14,000 of USD off of a Gauntlet USDC lending market position it has. It's generating about $8,000 off of an SUS position it has. And then also it's just doing a lot of airdrop farming. So that is pretty cool. We can also see debts. It does not have any debt, so that's kind of good for it. No outstanding debts there, and that's cool. So we can also go to expenses. If we have expenses, like if this was us, and let's just say you have like a car payment, it's like $500 a month, right? You can do monthly, and then we'll just call it car payment for, a Camry and fiat, right? We pay in fiat, and there we go. Add that, and there we go. Now we have that monthly occurring. We know sort of what it is, what it does. You can link things to it, but probably there's nothing that you need. Like, where are you going to pay that out of? Are you going to pay that out of your e-address? Are you going to pay it out of your maker savings? Got your Gauntlet USDC? Maybe you pay it out of your Gauntlet income, because why not? You're making enough to do that, and you could. So there you go. You can also add income by clicking add new, then income. And let's just say you work at, who knows? So add asset or debt whose value, let's do fixed rate. Let's say that you are getting $1,000 a month. Let's do 2,000. Let's go crazy with it, because you are working at McDonald's full time. And, it's a rough economy out there. So boom, now we have that additional income added, and who knows, maybe you moonlight. You could do another one. You could duplicate this if you have two, McDonald's jobs. The benefit of having this is that you can sort of project what your income will look like in the future, net of your expenses. So let's say you add all of your different incomes there and all of your different expenses, you can sort of project what you are expected to have. And you could even, as an expense, just add I'm going to spend on my own sort of fun things or whatever it might be, $300 a month. So I have like a $300 a month for my own expense, like my own personal luxury goods. You can add that in there and then still project how much you could save after all that is said and done. So I like this tool for that. Also, if you have, if you're kind of a risk off person, you're just generating income in terms of ETH, you're just generating incomes in terms of USD, you're kind of like a delta neutral or like asset neutral farmer, much like myself. This gives you a decent indicator of what you can expect to be able to spend while maintaining that neutrality, so long as you are taking that income, those emissions, that yield, and using that sort of as your source of income. So this is a pretty cool tool for that. Of course, you can also just check out your debts here. If you have them, you can check out your assets. So all the different assets that you may hold in your portfolio. They support a lot of different wallet types. So if you click add new and then Web3 address, you'll see MetaMask, you'll see Rabby, you'll see Kepler. So you also see Nightly, Phantom. Right now, they only support EVM, but I believe they're going to support Solana in the future. So I know a lot of you guys out there probably Solana maxis. Hopefully we'll see some Solana integrations in the not too distant future. If you have LP positions, those will populate. So really, this is a pretty cool tool, and it's free to use for just some additional transparency into your own finances. And everyone should have a decent grasp of what they're doing financially if they don't want to lose capital unnecessarily, right? You should know what your subscriptions are. You should be tracking those. You should be seeing how much they're eating into your net savings. And this is a good place to do that. So go check out iYield, link in the description. Please use that link, because that tells iYields that you guys heard about it from me, and have a wonderful rest of your day.